My sister invited us all to a kid-free party and banned all children, so we were all excited to be away from our kids, except we realized we were only there to babysit her own kids. First of all, I would love a real adults-only party where adults can talk and have conversations without kids interfering. She isn't doing that. She is having a whole party for everyone to focus only on her kids. I need to know how to address this with her. This has happened twice so far. The first time, we all assumed she must have planned for childcare that backed out or something, but since we weren't sure, we didn't ask her. I think everyone felt awkward believing they were paying babysitters for an adult night and then having to deal with her kids at the dinner table with them being very actively part of the evening and needing to be entertained, 2 young kids. Then it happened again. She sent out invitations for a dinner party in the evening, specifying adults only. Then when we got there, she had set up all these kids' games everywhere. She arranged the night around everyone playing with her kids, and I could tell everyone felt awkward because people just wanted to have an adult night talking. But she had promised the kids that everyone would participate in the games they had set up and asked everyone if they wouldn't mind playing with the kids. I know that several people who attended the last event were very bothered by this. People were whispering on the side about how they had to pay a babysitter for the night and would have preferred to bring their kids along so the kids could just play games together if it was a family event. We barely ever pay a sitter, so I was confused about why I had to spend my very limited babysitter funds on a night that I didn't even get to talk much with other adults because the kids were definitely the center of the evening. She even stopped everyone to gather around to look at the kids' recent art projects, tell stories, and sing. Is this normal in other circles? What would you do if this was your sister? If I do say something, how would you explain this so that the person isn't mad or feels like you just don't like their kid? She was mad because everyone left early, and she had catered the event, but I think people didn't want to stay and preferred to just go back to their kids because they felt a little disrespected by the way things went. People are saying they don't want to hang out with her anymore. I don't know what to do. How would you feel? Relevant comments. Comment 1, absolutely not normal. This isn't an adults-only party. This is a group babysitting gig where everyone paid for their own babysitter fees, and she gets it for free. There's no way she doesn't know what she's doing unless she's really that deluded. Response: I can't explain her entire personality, but I don't think she is actively manipulating because she is a very kind and considerate person in all other ways. It's like she truly isn't realizing that people are bothered. I don't know if it is because she thinks we all love her kids so much that we want to spend quality time with them without our own kids distracting us. We do love her kids, but I prefer to also bring my own kids so they can all play together. I thought she also loved my kid and would want them to be there to play as well. If that's not the case, then I guess the friendship would be over. Comment 2, just tell her you'll bring the kids next time to play with her kids. See her response. If she responds with, but it's an adults party, then just call it out that it isn't with her kids there and her wanting everyone to play with her kids. If she accepts it, then tell her not to call it an adults party next time. Response: this seems like a decent plan. I could say, hey, I'm going to bring my child to play too, and see her reaction. Maybe that would prompt her to at least explain her line of thinking. She is not a bad person. She seems unaware that this bothers people. She generally has been a good friend. Update: I never expected so many people to be interested in this situation, but I think it helps me feel vindicated that the situation was just as strange as I had perceived it to be. I wanted to wait for the kids to get back into school so we could discuss it in person. Luckily, I didn't even have to bring it up because someone else did, and she was eager to tell me that people were mad, and she didn't know what the problem was with what she did. I was able to get through to her. She's called Kathy, by the way, and also understand her perspective, understand, not agree with, which I'll try to explain here as best I can.